right. Okay. Welcome to the 2023 Depressed Fantasy League Draft. I have the number one overall pick. Who am I going to take? The person everyone's taking number one overall. I am going to be taking Justin Jefferson number one overall. Honestly, one of the reasons I'm taking him overall is just to not be dumb. Because I kind of want to take McCaffrey. I'm being completely honest. That is like really a big part of me does want to take a running back, just because it feels. I like taking running backs early, getting some workhorses that are going to be putting up some big fantasy points. I like the receivers you can get later, but if I don't take Jefferson and Jefferson goes off, I'm gonna look like an idiot. If Jefferson does what he did last year, I'm gonna look like an idiot. And even if I do take him number one overall and he doesn't work, everyone's going to be like, well, that's what everyone did. Everyone took him one overall, so it's okay. You're not quite as dumb for it. So I will be taking him one overall. Second round, I don't even want to think because who my second and third round picks are going to be. I don't even want to think because I don't know. I have no idea who's going to be available. All right here, just pure chaos. So we're going to be playing it safe, and we will be taking Justin Jefferson, number one overall. The draft is in about 13 minutes, I think. So we're just going to be chilling. Just wanted to get the stream ready before then. But yeah. Come in, ask questions. We could talk fantasy while we're here. Somebody in the chat said nobody wins with the first overall pick. I swear. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of like, oh, the first pick, fuck. Because it's like, I was hoping for like the fourth pick, because I could, any of the top 4 guys I'll happily take, and then it's a less of a wait for the wraparound. But we'll see what I can do with this team. We'll see. It's about to start, just seconds away. There we go, everyone's coming in. League's about to start. Come on. A lot of pressure, man. I really hope there's still one really good running back available when my second round pick is available. But man, we'll see. We'll see. And I don't know anyone in this league personally. I follow this guy right here on Instagram. He's a Cowboys fan, so that's how I found this league. But we'll see. Just waiting for it to actually start. I feel like it makes a noise. All right, there we go. Okay. So we've already talked this through. With the first overall pick in the 2023 Depressed Fantasy League, I will be selecting Justin Jefferson. No brainer. Now, this guy's not here. We're going to have to wait 5 minutes. Whoops. For that to come through. Turn these notifications. Let me put my phone on silence here. Cryptic update. Yeah, looks like we're going to be waiting. Ugh. Gross. 5 minutes is an insane amount of time to give, though. Like, that is crazy. This is definitely the longest I've seen. Excuse me. A league give out. But we're here. I got Justin, so let's see what happens. I don't even want to speak on what my ideal second round pick would be. I mean, I've kind of alluded to it already, but I'm talking about I want a running back. So I want a running back. Yeah, 5 minutes was an insane amount of time to give. I think a minute and a half is what I usually see, but I don't know. I don't think you need that much time, especially with the second pick. Like, dude, either take McCaffrey, take Jamar, move on. Personally, I think I would take McCaffrey. Good news is he'll be put on auto pick immediately once time runs out. So it looks like he's not here. He's not here. He keeps coming in and out, so I think he'll pick. And then these two also aren't here, I think. Got some new members in fantasy here, so if you see some weird moves, don't be surprised. Hey, Justin Jefferson, wide receiver 1, Okay, he came in, took Chase. Interesting. McCaffrey goes 3rd. I have McCaffrey in another league. I took him 6th. That was getting McCaffrey at 6. I was like, dude, why did you guys let him fall like this to me? But yeah, so chilling right now, waiting for this wraparound. Like I said, when I saw that I got the first pick, I was like, ugh, okay. I mean, yay, I get Jefferson, but then it's like, who do I get after that? So, we'll see. I feel like right here is like my favorite part of drafting. But we'll see. Tyreek Hill, okay. Um, I feel like right now I would probably take Eckler or Cup. I would take Eckler or Cup. Um, with how this board's falling, I do tend to go running back early just because I like having those what's it called, bell cows, just guys that you know are going to get the ball a ton, especially if they're rushing and receiving threats, which is why McCaffrey. Whoa, Bijan at 5. I'm not mad at it with that offensive line. In terms of run blocking, how that offensive line did last year, putting Bijan behind it, and he can catch the ball too. So I'm not mad at the pick. Definitely not. Um, I have another draft tomorrow where I draft from the 8th slot, and that's the league I care about most. That's the league I've been in like 3 or 4 years. Um, I usually, sometimes I take Bijan. If Bijan's there at 8, I usually end up taking him. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't even want to speak on who I'm going to take next because it's just like so much shit can happen here. I have no idea who's going to actually be available. It's so hard to speak on. But yeah, again, for this spot, it looks like I don't think they're here, so we might have to wait. They gave 5 minutes, which is so long. I've not seen any other league go that long. I feel like I usually see minute and a half as the norm time, but we'll see. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to see what I should be putting on. Like maybe I should be putting on some music. Any suggestions while we wait for this wraparound? Because I'm not gonna have too much insightful stuff. Because I just kind of say this is who I would take, and that's kind of it. I guess I'll speak to some later stuff because I haven't told anybody in this league that I'm live streaming, so I don't think anyone's watching it. But Aaron Jones, sometimes he's here at this spot, my 4th pick. If he's there, I'm taking him. I mean, I think Rodgers is gone. He's going to be getting the ball a ton. They're going to be running pretty heavy. That's one where it's like, if he's still there, that's going to be great. But sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not. We'll see. But yeah. They're talking about shortening the time, which would be great. But I mean, once they're put on auto pick, it won't really matter. But it's just taking forever now to get to it. Let's go ahead and let's skip to the end of the draft because I can kind of already tell you who I'm taking at the very end. Um, Tight end, very end of the draft. If I can get Luke Musgrave, I'm going to take him. Defense, this would be one that I leave to the end, and I'll probably just pick up it'll either end up being the Ravens. Where are they? The Saints, or if they're both gone, I actually might take the Jags because they play the Colts week 1. And for defenses, I usually like to just pick them last and just cycle through depending on the offense they're playing the next week. And the Jags play the Colts week 1, rookie quarterback. They'll probably be good there. Flex, there's going to be a rookie running back that I take. Roschon Johnson is very likely to wind up on my team. I think he's already working with the ones already. He's a guy I would probably draft and stash. But so that's going to help. That's going to make me feel fine taking a kicker earlier. I'm going to try to get, obviously I would love Tucker. Daniel Carlson, I've had the last 2 years. He's been the kicker number 1 these last 2 years in fantasy. So that's what I want. Okay, he came in and picked Eckler. Cool. I'm very interested to see where Travis Kelce goes. I'm curious to see how this league is going to value that. Um, this, like, Cup is going to being able to get Cup this late and the wraparound of getting like a Chubb or maybe even Derrick Henry, maybe you pair him with Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, like that is going to be insane. That's going to be one of the better teams. I'm picking it now. Whoever ends up getting Cup is going to be one of the best teams in this league. Obviously, if he gets hurt again, that'll change things. But what are the chances? Damn, whoa, Nick Chubb. I don't hate it. I think Nick Chubb is usually undervalued in fantasy. Not mad at it at all. Not mad. I would have taken Cup over Nick Chubb, honestly, but totally valid selection in my opinion. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt's gone. He's going to be getting more receiving work than I think he's had years previous. It'll be crazy. So Kelce goes 8th in this league. I mean, everybody knows the positional advantage that you're going to get with Kelce is off the charts. So we'll see. If he falls to me, okay, if I'm drafting tomorrow and I have the 8th pick and this is the same setup, if it's Cup or Kelce, I will still take Cup. But I don't hate taking Kelce. It's especially at 8. Especially at 8. That's like I feel like that's a really good spot. That's a spot where you're like, okay, he fell a little bit to me. I might as well take him. Because I think he was like player 5 overall in the little sleeper suggestion thing. So we're going to see here. Now, these two guys aren't here. Luckily, they shortened the time, so it's not a full 5-minute wait. But we'll see. Obviously, I've let it be very known very clearly I would take Cup. If you took Saquon, I would understand because he's probably the last tier 1 running back. Not saying he's the last RB1 that you can have on a team left, but he's the last like tier 1 fantasy running back in my opinion. It's not a huge drop off. I'm just a little concerned. You know, every year that goes up, I'm going to be more concerned about a running back. But I wouldn't be too concerned if Derrick Henry's your running back 1. He'll probably be very good. Could he finish higher than some of these guys taken out of him? He could. But I would take Saquon. Like, if he took Saquon, I would be mad. But I would say take Cup. And he's probably going to be forced to take Cup. I bet he's probably going to get auto-picked Cup. Okay. I don't know how auto-pick works. Okay, then. I have no idea how auto-pick works then. Stephon Diggs? We'll see. I wouldn't take him over Cup, but could he finish higher than him? Honestly, if Cup's healthy the whole year, I highly doubt it. All right. Cup being available at 10 is crazy. I get that he got hurt last year, but guys, I'm pretty sure when he was healthy, he was number 1 in points per game from the wide receiver position. Let's see if I can take a look. Let's see. PPR, 31, 30, 16, 26, 26, 16, 23, 27, and this is the game he gets hurt. It's not saying what his finishes were wide receiver wise. He finishes wide receiver 23 and missed half the year. How is he going this late? Questionable? Don't be concerned. Pick him up. I swear to God, man. I don't know. I mean, they're on auto pick. They're gonna be told to take him. Yeah. But luckily, this draft, once this auto pick is done, it'll fly through because either they're here or they're on auto pick already, and it'll go way faster. First round is somehow always the longest round just because of that. But here we go. I would imagine he gets auto picked Cup and Barkley. Getting auto picked that is crazy.
Let's go team!
Wait, he should be put on auto pick automatically. Oh, brother, this might be a longer draft than I thought. Well, I kind of want to put on some music. I just don't know what to put on. We were listening to some NF before the draft started. If anyone's got any suggestions while we wait for this loop back. If Mahomes fell to me, would I take him? If Mahomes fell to me with my second or third pick, would I take him? Number one player last year in fantasy, number one QB. I don't think I would, if I'm being honest. I don't think I want to take a quarterback until fourth, fifth pick. And even then, usually I don't because the quarterbacks I would feel comfortable taking here are gone. But, I don't know these people. I don't know their draft strategies, so who knows? We'll see. Oh, right. Here we go. Auto-picked Saquon. I would assume that's what auto-pick's going to do. Pretty good when to get auto-picked. I had him last year in fantasy.
Oh, come on,
did so
dude.
good for me. Absolutely loved it. Whoa, auto-picked Amon. Got auto-picked Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to be, I feel like, I'm going to take a wild guess that he's going to be mad that he got told that, but he's going to end up being thankful as the year goes on. And then CD went. Would I take I wouldn't take CD over Devontae Adams or Garrett Wilson this year. Just a personal thing. I'm not saying that's like a crazy thing to do, but I think there goes Garrett. That's a good one. With Aaron Rodgers, he's gonna have a great year. Devontae Adams, I think people are overreacting to Jimmy Garoppolo being his quarterback. Devontae Adams was wide receiver 3 last year. And is Derek Carr better than Jimmy Garoppolo? Maybe enough to tank Devontae Adams' fantasy production? I doubt it. I highly doubt it. If you're a quarterback, what are you doing? You're throwing to Devontae Adams. I don't think it's going to matter. This guy picked with 10 seconds left. I really don't want him to do it again. But we'll see. Like Lamar, I don't know. Would I take Lamar? Not here. I would take him here, but not here. We'll see. 4th and 5th round is when I would take a quarterback, and it would have to be a high-end quarterback to take. I think 4th and 5th round, let's see here, quarterback, I would go down to Trevor Lawrence. This whole screen right here, I would feel comfortable taking there. Because then after that, it's Dak and Deshaun, which I think are going to be good, serviceable quarterbacks for your team, but not that high up. So we'll see. Super excited. We're getting closer though, and at least I get 2 picks right back to back with the wraparound. Josh Allen, I think, was quarterback 1 in the NFL until he hurt his elbow. So we'll see. A.J. Brown, auto-picked. He has a good floor, but his ceiling, I don't think is as high as these other guys, and I still would have taken Devontae. But everyone else these guys are here, and he's coming in and out. I don't know if Pluto is still here or not. Plutani. Tony Pollard. Okay, double running back. That's what I usually tend to do because I do like having those bell cows and the wide receivers you can get later. Or I like the wide receivers you can get later in drafts. So wide receiver is probably the deepest position in the NFL. We'll see who's available when it comes to my turn. Who gets paired with Tyreek Hill? What team are we looking at here? Tyreek Hill and Derrick Henry? That is probably what I would do if I were them. You already got your wide receiver one. Might as well get your running back one. But we'll see what they do. Come on, man. Make your pick. It shows that they're here. I don't. Okay, yeah. Derrick Henry. That's probably the pick to make. Christian McCaffrey, and I would take Devontae Adams if I were them. That's the pick I would make if I were them. I mean, I think this is starting the range where, like, I wouldn't do it, but I would understand taking Patrick Mahomes. I would probably also understand taking Josh Allen. I would not do it, but it is something that I think is totally within reason, just because those guys are probably going to be the top two at the position. They're going to be putting up some really good numbers. And Jalen Hurts, would I take him here? I would take him middle of the third on. Not quite early third. Well, I mean, I guess we'll see the board, but nah. Yeah, I mean, Devontae Adams there. That's who I would take. I don't know why people take so long to make a pick. I feel like it's just because they're overthinking things. I feel like most people should probably come in with some philosophy. Yep, Devontae Adams, really good pick. I was hoping he's gonna fall to me, but he didn't. I really hope he's probably gonna take Josh Jacobs, but I hope he doesn't because I want a running back. But if he goes, I'm gonna end up going. I'm gonna be forced to go zero RB strategy. I kind of hope he takes a quarterback here, just so I can have Josh. I'd go. I'll wait to. I mean, I'm about to show you who I'm taking, so I'll just wait. But man, don't take Josh, please. We'll see who's available on the other turnaround. I'll probably try to take a running back here, but nah. If Josh is gone, I'm not taking a running back here. There's none. I mean, I kind of like Jahmyr Gibbs, but I think I'd rather have Chris Olave. And honestly, maybe I would just take Josh Allen then at that point and say, fuck it. Give me the position advantage. Damn, Jalen Hurts only threw 23 touchdowns? I thought he threw 30. Whatever. Come on, Plutoni. If he gets on auto pick might make him pick Patrick Mahomes. I don't know how auto pick works. It's not taking the best guy because when this guy got auto pick, Stephon Diggs, Cup was higher ranked and still available. So I don't know how auto pick works. Right. 10 more seconds. Damn. All right. So I'm definitely going to take. I've got Soho, dude. I do not love anyone here. Chris Olave. I'll go Chris Olave. Should I reach on Jahmyr Gibbs? I don't want to reach on anybody. You know what? I guess I'm going three wide receivers. Fuck it. Got my wide receivers, got a flex. And now we wait for the loop back around. Let's see. Christian McCaffrey, Devontae Adams, Calvin Ridley. Don't hate that team. Yeah, I mean, picking from the 101 is tough because it's like, okay, you got the best player. Your 2 and 3 is not going to be on par with. I mean, your number 2 is not going to be on par with anyone else's number 2. And I'm going to be praying that Aaron Jones is available when it comes back around. We'll see. We'll see, man. If I have to go 0 RB, guys I'd like to take later. Aaron Jones is obviously who I really am hoping falls. These guys can all go. If Aaron Jones is there, I will be completely happy. Alexander Madison is always a decent pickup. He'll probably get some good volume. Alvin Kamara with the suspension is a little scary, but I would probably still take him because I need a running back. And when he comes back from suspension, if I can survive the suspension, it would be probably big. James Conner I really like because he has no competition there. Guys I like taking later. I don't hate Khalil Herbert. Zach Charbonnet, he's going to get some good receiving work in Seattle. I like him. Yeah, I might be screwed. I mean, I definitely think I'm going to like my ESPN team. I'll show that after this draft. Yeah, Jamar Chase, Josh Jacobs, Patrick Mahomes. That's not too bad. Okay, they have Bijan and Tony Pollard. I don't actually like the top wide receivers it's recommending right now, so I would probably just take like Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts. Maybe Mark Andrews if you're scared about tight ends going, but I'd probably take Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts if I were them. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do my draft sound effect. Well, there go the quarterbacks. Those are the tier 1 fantasy quarterbacks gone. Well, actually, I think Lamar is in that same tier. So Lamar is still out there. With Justin Jefferson, if I wait late for a quarterback, taking Kirk Cousins might be a good move, stacking that. I love taking Anthony Richardson in fantasy drafts. I love his upside in fantasy. Also, if I get a quarterback that can, that's going to be good enough in fantasy that can kind of steer the ship while he develops and is, probably late fantasy. Might be a late fantasy push, a quarterback switch that might push me over the edge. We'll see. Travis Etienne with Bigsby. I'm not. We'll see. We'll see how he performs in fantasy. He's gonna get the receiving work. That is for sure, though. But goal line touches, that's kind of big. If you don't trust your running back to be getting the goal line touches, that's where the concern comes. Like, it's the problem with Jahmyr Gibbs. Is Jahmyr Gibbs going to get the goal line touches? Probably going to be David Montgomery. Ramondre Stevenson is a good goal line back, but they signed Zeke, so it's like, well, what is going to happen down there? It'd probably be more split. It's probably going to be because in Dallas, goal line touches were going to Zeke, not Tony Pollard. They might be more split for Ramondre. Okay, Mark Andrews, second tight end is off the board. DK Metcalf, Devontae Smith are gone. They have Kupp, so as their wide receivers 2 and 3, I think that's probably good enough. It's good. I don't know why I'm saying good enough. It's good. It's definitely good. Najee Harris is your running back 1. I don't love. But he'd probably be a better running back one than whoever I get. Well, unless it's Aaron Jones. I think Aaron Jones will finish higher than him. I bet Aaron Jones finishes higher than Najee Harris, Jonathan Taylor, Travis Etienne, and I bet he finishes higher than one of these top guys. But we'll see. Let's hope he falls. And if Keenan Allen's there, I might just say, fuck it, I'm getting 4 wide receivers. But we'll see. I would probably take Breece Hall. I don't love it, though. Kenneth Walker, I'm not in love with either because I'm scared of the competition he's going to have. Who did they sign? Singletary, I think is who they have now. Yeah, Devin Singletary. Yeah. Plus, with a rookie quarterback, they'll probably run a lot, check down a good bit. Maybe I would take him. I'm not sure. Joe Mixon just went. He's a guy I definitely don't mind taking. I'm hoping Aaron Jones is available. But I know he needs a running back. I don't know what auto pick is going to make this man do. See, Lamar went here. See, Jonathan Taylor's running back one is a little scary. Definitely not playing for 4 weeks. You know, and I know I mentioned Alvin Kamara earlier, but I don't want him as a running back one. He's like a flex play that could, push you when he comes back. But you got to have a team good enough to survive while he's gone. We'll see what happens down here. Hopefully, just please leave Aaron Jones for me. Please leave Aaron Jones for me. Pretty please. I don't think he's going to be there. I'll probably wind up taking George Kittle just to have a good tight end. I'll probably take like George Kittle, and I might just take like Dameon Pierce and say, fuck me. That's what I would say, because I'd be upset. If that's what I have to end up doing, I'd be upset. Jahmyr Gibbs is still available. I doubt he's there when it's for me, because his auto pick guy would probably get him. But the fact that he's still available is interesting to me. Very interesting to me. I don't like Deebo Samuel. I'd rather have Brandon Ayuk. Let's see. I've got a guy who went. Deebo. Whoa. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't have done that. Would not have done that. I wouldn't have taken. Oh, I didn't realize Keenan Allen went. That's disappointing. I didn't realize. Okay, Aaron Jones is available. That saves me mightily. He was available. Kittle just went. I might just take Hawkinson. I like Freiermuth, though. I do like Freiermuth. What do I do here? Do I still take Pierce? I'm either... okay, I'm torn on... like, Fields, I like. I think Amari Cooper could finish really high. Hopkins isn't bad, but I have 3 receivers. Hawkins, I'm between Fields, Hawkinson, and Pierce. Let's take Justin Fields. Okay, but at least I got Aaron Jones. I think he's going to be a really good RB1 in fantasy this year. I'm going to take Freiermuth later on. I'm going to take Luke Musgrave, who I think I could, really take who could be good in fantasy this year, because I think he's going to get enough. There's going to be a big enough need in Green Bay for him to maybe thrive. Okay, but hey, Aaron Jones is saving my running back position. Like I said, I do not hate taking James Conner, Alexander Mattison. Those are some guys that I think could be RB2s. Good enough RB2s. And my flex being Jalen Waddle is huge. This guy finished wide receiver 7 last year, 42nd overall player. Plus, Roshan Johnson, I think taking him late is also another play that could save me. So we'll see. Justin Fields at quarterback. That's what he finished as last year. Quarterback 7. Better weapons this year. Yeah, I am. It's starting to shape up better. I was getting real scared right around here. I was getting freaked out. Aaron Jones was able to be there. I pick him up. Justin Fields, pick him up. Starting to feel good here. And I doubt, because Waller, I doubt Waller is available to me. This auto pick might get told Waller, if I had to guess. Might also get told a quarterback, and it might get told Dameon Pierce. So there's a chance he doesn't get told it, but then this guy would probably get told Waller. If Darren Waller fell here, I would be elated, dude. I'd be so stoked, but he's probably not, so we'll wait later. I think Freiermuth finishes higher than Pitts and Goddard. I really do, so I would wait. I'd be able to wait a good while before getting my tight end. This guy thinks he's going to have a great tight end steal last round of the draft. If he's thinking it's Musgrave, you're not getting him, buddy. I get to pick before you in the last round. But there's honestly multiple tight ends that are like that. And they're all rookies in my mind. I mean, Kincaid's not going last round, but Laporta, Mayer, Musgrave. I honestly, there's 4 rookie tight ends that I'm like, hey, if you take them, I'm not mad at it. I'd like it. Why are these guys talking about who they might take? We're drafting against each other right now. Mm-hmm. 15 seconds, buddy. Better make your pick. Make your pick. Picky, picky, pick. Gonna get auto pick? Dude, you're here. Dude got put on auto pick. Told to take Kenneth Walker. I don't like your running back situation. Zach Charbonnet is gonna come in. He's gonna take a couple carries, but all the receiving work away from Kenneth Walker. Jonathan Taylor, 4 weeks. You're waiting. Obviously, you have great positional advantage at Travis Kelce. I think Lamar Jackson, if he's healthy the whole year, could finish as quarterback 1. CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver 1, probably. I mean, I don't hate it. What did he finish last year? He finished as 6th last year. He finished better than I thought he did. So that's fine. Your first 3 picks, pretty good. These 2, you're getting a little hoed. Bro, I didn't mean to put on auto pick. Season's over. You're salvageable, dude. I wouldn't worry. This guy got put on auto pick, he said. I wouldn't freak out, dude. That's a salvageable team right there. This guy just come in. Yeah, okay. He came in and took Darren Waller. All right. So I'll be taking Freiermuth then. But could I wait this whole loop around? You guys don't have tight ends either. But what was 2 of you are going to be taking Goddard and Pitts, I'd imagine. So I'm going to have to take Goddard this last swing around. Hopefully there's going to be a running back I like. If Madison is there, I'll take him. Would I take Kamar right there? I'd be concerned. I would probably take James Conner. I wish people didn't. I really wish people weren't on auto pick because it I don't know. It just changes everything, man. I have DeAndre Hopkins in another league. I bet he has a pretty good year. He needs a wide receiver. He probably takes like Terry. I bet he takes Terry. I think they were talking about Terry in the chat here, which my face is covering up most of. But I think he's taking Terry. Going in on the Browns offense. Might as well take Deshaun. Not here. Not here. I would take Trevor Lawrence if I were him. But Terry McLaurin, there he goes. Christian Watson. If he has less drop issues, see Dameon Pierce went. J.K. Dobbins, I don't love J.K. Dobbins actually. Well, it's just he's so boom or bust. I feel J.K. Dobbins like with his health. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end up taking either Madison or I might take James Conner, wide receiver or running back 20 last year. Interesting. I thought he finished better than that. Oh, he missed some games actually. He missed a couple games, but was still running back 20. I'll take him. I'm not. I'm not going to be married to him starting on my team, but I'll probably end up taking him. I'll probably end up taking. I would prefer Madison though. Let's see when he snap percentage. No big numbers here. Snap percentage when he's 68, 20, 66, 25. That's the numbers you want to look at. 86 snap percentage, 20, 75, 16. Yeah, he'll get the volume. He's gonna get volume that you need in fantasy. So I'll probably end up taking him, unless this guy takes him. Which he might. He might want to take a wide receiver though. He doesn't seem like he has much here. Hawkinson and Goddard. If Madison and let's see. So let's take Madison, and then let's do. Should I take James Conner or Brandon Ayuk? I'm gonna take Brandon Ayuk. I don't know how Debo went so much higher than him. Okay, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. What, one pick happened while I was in the bathroom? Bathrooms were right there, by the way. That's why it was able to be so fast. Kyle Pitts. Why did you take? Okay, this doesn't make sense to me. Hawkinson and Goddard. You should have taken. I don't know. Whatever. Wait for the loop back around. I hope Freiermuth is still available. If he's not, I'll wait even longer and take like Kincaid. Man. 3 people on auto pick. It says you're here. Why are you on auto pick? So right now we got Fields at quarterback, Aaron Jones and Madison at my running backs. My wide receivers are Justin Jefferson, Chris Olave, flexes, Jalen Waddle, Brandon Ayuk. This team, I'm starting not to hate it, man. I'm starting to kind of like it. We'll see. This guy still needs a quarterback and a tight end. He mentioned having a tight end sleeper. If it's Musgrave, you will not be getting him. I am telling you this now. I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show him this. I'm gonna tell him, like, hey, buddy, you're not getting Musgrave. I'll tell you that right now, son. If that's who you're betting on, you're not getting him. Pacheco. I would have taken Kamara over Pacheco for sure. I bet he doesn't. I bet he finishes kind of like this again. Okay, Kirk Cousins went. Didn't need him, but with having Justin Jefferson, Madison, I want to take Jordan Addison later. I'll probably take Jordan Addison, and then I might not take another wide receiver. I might take Freiermuth and Jordan Addison on this next loop around. That's who I want. That is what I want to happen. Freiermuth and Addison on the loop around. Does he know he picks again? What is it taking him so long? Jefferson, Olave, Waddle. Feeling good. I'm feeling good. Hilla. Pacheco, I don't think is finna be so special. I doubt it. I doubt he finishes in the top 25. Came in to pick Cousins and then dip. Okay, he took Dalvin Cook. I don't know. Auto pick Christian Kirk. Not bad, not bad. So, yeah, my next two picks are probably going to be Freiermuth and Addison. It's going to be so funny when I play Kirk Cousins, whoever the Kirk Cousins team, because when he has quarterback Kirk Cousins, hey, every 4 points you're getting, I'm getting 6. All right, buddy? That's going to be funny. I bet I take Freiermuth and Addison here. I probably take. Honestly, I might say fucking to take my kicker within the upcoming loop around, just to make sure I get either Tucker or Carlson. Mike Williams, isn't he good like for a couple of games? Yeah, like a 3.7, gone forever. Rashad White. That offense is going to be so bad, but do they lean on him a lot? I don't know. See, this is another guy who's like boom or bust for me. I don't think there's a running back here that I like more than Addison. Oh, somebody just subbed. I don't know if they're here or not. Shout out to hold on. Aroma Kopi. If you're watching this and you subbed, thank you. Appreciate it, but I bet it was for a different video. But yeah, probably taking Addison and Freiermuth on the turnaround. I have had really good rookie wide receiver luck the last 3 years. First was Justin Jefferson. I picked him off the waiver wire like week 2. It was amazing. Then I took Jamar Chase. It was really great. And then I took Chris Olave. Really great. So I'm going to be taking Jordan Addison as my bet. The reason I'm not taking Jackson Smith and Jigba, well, now he's hurt, which adds to it. But Jordan Addison's coming in and is like probably going to be the wide receiver 2 really quickly. Jackson Smith and Jigba's coming in is going to be the wide receiver 3 for a while. Mike Evans. Okay, so I'm taking Freiermuth. And yeah, I'm going to take Jordan Addison. Next turnaround, I will probably be taking Anthony Richardson if he's available and like Justin Tucker or Daniel Carlson. If Justin Tucker's gone, I'm taking Daniel Carlson. If he's not, I'm going to take Tucker because it's like you just have to. He just has to be the first kicker taken, even though Carlson has been back-to-back kicker number 1 the last 2 years. I don't know why Butker is listed ahead of him. Yeah, kicker number 1, wide receiver 2. Okay, it's not going to tell you the difference. It's not going to tell you the different years he finished? Okay. lame. But yeah, I'll take So next turnaround, Anthony Richardson and a kicker. And then after that, I'll be taking like running backs. Because let's see, how many picks do I have left? I've got 6 left. So kicker defense is what I need. Backup quarterback, backup tight end, and then 2 running backs. Okay, so that's 6. That's the 6 picks right there. One of them is going to be Roshan Johnson. I absolutely love taking him. Because I look at these names and I'm like, I bet he finishes higher than Al-Qadiri. He's definitely finishing higher than Deuce Vaughn. I don't know why he's listed ahead of him. He's finishing better than I think he probably finishes better than all these guys listed here. Gonna tell you right now, he's probably finishing better than every other running back that's listed here ahead of him. He's working with the ones already. I bet he does it. I bet. I don't like having more wide receivers than running backs, but it's just how it fell. Michael Thomas, I've had the past 2 years, and he burned me both times. But actually, if he was available in the loop around, I would have been tempted to take him. If I didn't already have 5 wide receivers. Normally, I end up taking him again when I do mock drafts, but it's just the way the board fell this time. It's just what happened. So I think that sub put me at 116 now. Yep, I'm at 116. Yeah, 116. So hey, if you're seeing this, go ahead and sub. Go ahead and sub for me. Let's get these numbers up, baby. So yeah, Tucker. I had to peep for a second. Anthony Richardson wasn't gone yet. Yeah, okay, yeah. Tucker and Anthony Richardson will be my next 2 picks. Brandon Cooks, you taking a wide receiver 2 or 3? My guess is he's wide receiver 3. I think if Michael Gallup is fully healthy, he's going to be the wide receiver 2 in Dallas. Dak's going to have that built-up connection with him. He'll be the Gallup, if he's fully healthy, he's going to be the wide receiver 2. And he's good, man. When he's healthy, he's genuinely really good, especially for a wide receiver 2. Like for a wide receiver 2, he's really good. He's not Waddle, Devontae Smith, T. Higgins tier of wide receiver 2, but I think when he's fully healthy, I think he's in that next tier. So what tier is that? Is Godwin the 1 in Tampa? I can't imagine that he is. Hold on, I just peeped this. This is not good idea. You're doubling up on Tampa Bay wide receivers with Baker Mayfield at quarterback and an injured offensive line. That's not going to end up well for you. I couldn't imagine it ends up well for you. You said auto-picked was going to screw you over, but honestly, dude, it looks like you're doing a better job of that yourself. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not trying to be mean. I'm not devaluing you as a person by saying that, but it's like, yo, oof, that was not the move, buddy. One of you is probably getting a good running back. Or neither. Definitely not both. But we'll see. First defense went. Cowboys defense went in the 10th round. All right. Please don't take Tucker or Anthony Richardson. Those are the guys I want right now. I think he left, so he might get auto-picked. And auto-pick would probably tell him Njoku? I don't know how auto-pick works. Why does it say the Philadelphia Eagles defense is a rookie? They have rookies on it. Okay, all of them are labeled as rookies. Yeah, okay, they all have rookies on a defense, but I'm going to be taking Anthony Richardson and Justin Tucker. Or Daniel Carlson if he takes Justin Tucker right now. But I think he's going to be auto-picked because it looks like he's just going to let it time out. $32 stats is in his bag. Is he? McCaffrey, Adams, I love that. Ridley, I like. Jahmyr Gibbs, I do like. Hawkinson, I like. Goddard, I don't think you should take him here. Lawrence, I like. Pickens, Cook, and Flowers, I'd be worried about. I respect the picks, though. In his bag, I don't know if I'd go that far, but, he's doing good. He's doing good. Honestly, you know what? He's doing good. You can say in his bag. It's about to get auto-picked. And then I'm taking Anthony Richardson. And I'm taking Justin Tucker. Let's go, team! Let's go! And Richardson's my backup quarterback. And let me go ahead and get the Tuckster. Because then Roshan Johnson, another running back, and Luke Musgrave. And I'm going to guess the Saints. Oh, no, I didn't realize this. The Niners defense went before the Cowboys defense. I didn't even notice that. But I'm going to guess the Saints because I'm going to bet the Ravens are gone by then. Luke Musgrave, I'm definitely taking. It's the first of the month. I still don't know why he telegraphed having. Oh, I'm going to be taking this. I'm taking a tight end. Last round, that's going to be a steal. Just y'all watch. He still hasn't taken a tight end. That's an interesting play. Are you betting everything on getting Musgrave in the final round? You're not getting him. Eagles defense. I told you. I'm taking the Ravens, the Saints, or the Jaguars defense. Ravens and Jaguars, they play rookie quarterbacks week 1, so I like taking them. Daniel Carlson. Hey, that's a good kicker. Is this guy in his bag? Let's check. Nope. Hate his running backs. Absolutely hate his running backs. The man is not in his bag. But let me go and get that little positional advantage real quick. Let me get the best kicker in football of all time. Greatest kicker of all time? Regular season for sure. But man, Vinatieri winning Super Bowls, plural, with kicks. That's the greatest guy right there. He also has the regular season stats to keep him in that conversation. It's not like just some fluke stuff of him having multiple kicks like that. No, he's all-time great. Might be the points leader in NFL history. It's going to be Vinatieri for me until I see Tucker hit Super Bowl winning kicks, plural. But I don't hate when anyone says it. I hated it for a while, and then he hit that kick in Detroit, and I was like, all right, fuck it. All right, I can't get mad at people for saying it anymore. Okay, someone already took Zach Charbonnet. I do like Devon A-Chain, actually. Questionable. I mean, if I take him, I'm not starting him. They have him listed second now. His speed, I'm telling you guys. I'm telling y'all. Let me tell you something. Zeke, I don't know what Zeke's going to look like in New England. I just don't. This is such a weird signing. It's not like before we saw Tank in the preseason, like him signing with Jacksonville, I don't know if he would have wanted to sign Jacksonville, but in terms of the team side, okay, that's a good compliment to ETN. Baltimore, you guys always have injured running backs. Ensure the position. Trying to think. Before Cook signed there, Zeke in New York, I think would have made sense with Brees Hall. But with Ramondre specifically, I'm like, that's interesting. It's going to put a smile on my face when I snag Luke Musgrave. Because I feel like I'm trying to think. Who else are you thinking, like, steal of a tight end in the final round and guarantee it? Like, who else are you thinking about besides Luke? You have to be. I mean, maybe Laporta. I could see you thinking that about Laporta. But no. I mean, I'm going to be stealing Luke Musgrave from you. Unless you take him right here. I'm tempted to take him over here just to ensure that I take him. That's how high I am on him. Because I'm like, defense I could take in this last round. I'm not going to care. Musgrave, Roshan, another running back. I like it taking Elijah Mitchell as like when I have 5 running backs. But with 4, it's like, I don't think I can. I like taking him because if, and it's a huge if, but like if C-Mac gets hurt, it's like, whoop. Ooh, that's nice to have. But I don't want to bet on that, man. It's injury. I might take Samaje Perine if he's still available. We'll see. If he's available, I think I'm going to take Perine, and I think right here I might actually take Musgrave just to make sure I get him. Because then I'll take Roshan, and I'll take whatever defense. Juju. I mean, I guess he's the wide receiver 1 there, so it's not like it's not random. I like James Conner. Do I like your team? Let me see. Your quarterback is Dak. I do like that. Your running backs are Nick Chubb and ETN. Your wide receivers are Garrett Wilson, Amari Cooper. Your tight end you don't have yet, and then you have your flex would be Ramondre and Christian Watson. I don't love your team. Eagles defense. Who do they play week 1? New England. That's actually good, probably. And then Minnesota. Well, Minnesota's a really good defense, probably not. But then you play Tampa Bay, Washington. I don't know. I didn't know. Okay, Kincaid went. So I think I'm going to take, I'll probably take Samaje Perine, and I think I might go ahead and grab Musgrave. And then Roshan Johnson, and then whatever defense. That's how this draft is going to end for me. Because, again, I'm looking at these running backs. Who do I trust to finish higher than him? None of them. So let's take Samaje Perine. And let's go ahead and take Luke Musgrave. I'm curious. I took Musgrave. I want to see if he says anything in here. The team, it's not perfect. It's so hard to draft from the one overall pick. It's a cool Jefferson, and then it's like after that. Oops. Can't wait for an under-the-radar player on my last pick. Who is it? He's typing. Well, somebody's typing. I hope it's him being mad. Just realized back-to-back Dalton tight ends went. Oh, yeah, they did. All right, I guess the under-the-radar pick wasn't Musgrave. If it's Laporta, I don't think it's under the radar. If it's Laporta, I don't think that counts as under the radar. Mayer? Maybe that counts. Because he said tight end specifically earlier. It could be Chigo. It could be him. I would constitute this as under the radar. I am like really close friends with the Titans fans, so he's not under the radar to me. But we'll see. Now I'm really curious. I was like convinced it was Musgrave. So defense, Roschon Johnson. Roschon Johnson. I'm convinced. I'm convinced he's gonna have a better year than he's being projected here. Are these preseason stats? What are these stats? What are these stats for these rookies? Eight touches Saturday. Okay, that's all they're gonna show for news. But he's been working with the ones. Okay, Roschon Johnson is already working with the ones. Gonna take him. He said tight end specifically. I would have to think it's Laporta or Mayer. If it's Laporta, I don't think that's under the radar. If it's Mayer, okay, fair. Chigo, again, I will count as under the radar, but it's not under the radar to me specifically. Thanks to Avillion Talks. Check out that YouTube channel. I don't think he has anything up yet, but he will soon. It's a good friend of mine. Check him out. So Roschon and Ravens or Saints. Wake up. It's the first of the month. Second of the month now. Oh, we got another sub. I'm at 117 now. Hey, keep the numbers up, baby. Keep blowing up those numbers. Bum bum ba dum bum ba dum bum dum dum dum. Bum 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 ba. Don't know why you weren't put on auto pick, my friend. So yeah, Roschon. Saints. If the Saints are gone, I will actually take the Jags defense. They finished 6th last year. They finished 6th and 7, 22, 10, 9, 5, I guess 0, 1, 5, 5, 7, something, 8, -2, 14, 12, 16, 18, 16. I'm just thinking, also, the 22 was against Indy, who they play week 1. When did they play Indy again? Indy, this must have been the 0. Which is interesting. But they play Anthony Richardson week 1. Rookie quarterback. I'll take him. Slide over that defense to me. Like I said, I'm going to be cycling through defenses. The Saints, I actually might not, because their schedule is Tennessee, Carolina, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, New England, Houston, Jacksonville, Indy, Chicago, Minnesota. That might be when I drop them. Depending on how the Justin Fields looks, that might be when I drop them. But yeah, I might hold on to them for a while then. Tennessee, Carolina, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, New England, Houston, Jacksonville, Indianapolis. Jacksonville. Oh, no, sorry. I skipped over Jacksonville. That is when I would drop them. It's been one hell of a draft. One long draft. Ferguson was his sleeper. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, he's going to be putting up whatever Dalton Schultz put up last year with the Cowboys. That was his pick. I'm glad somebody took it. Oh, my God. Auto pick gave it to him. That's hilarious to me. I bet Musgrave finishes higher than him though. I bet he does. Take Laporta. Who's left at tight end? Take Laporta. You're gonna have to take. Is your goal to only have one tight end? I don't know. I like having a backup. Musgrave, especially. Yeah, I mean Roshan and hopefully the Saints defense. Those are gonna be my picks. Bro, Dom, you need a tight end, dude. Genuine advice. I'm not gonna type it out because I don't want him to have a good tight end. But genuine advice, just take Laporta. Bro, Dom, you need a tight end. He was banking so hard on that. That's wild to me. Crazy. Who doesn't have backup tight ends? He really doubled up on tight end, but you don't have a backup tight end. You don't. You don't. You don't. You do. You have 3 tight ends. What the fuck? That's so weird. All right. I'm gonna be carried pretty heavily by my wide receivers here. Plus, Justin Fields with bad weapons last year finishes 7th overall. Let's take a random guess. A random little guess that he does a little bit better with some better weapons. Anyways, Roshan. Jags defense went. Interesting. Jags defense went. So I'm praying on the Saints. If the Saints are gone, I'm gonna have to actually look around. Let's see. They've already got the Cowboys defense, so they're gonna take defenses. Dolphins, Patriots, Steelers, Saints. Hopefully they take one of these and not the Saints defense. If they take the Saints defense, Commanders play Arizona. Arizona's going to suck, so I might have to take them. Chiefs, who do you play? You play Detroit week 1? No. Packers, who do y'all play week 1? Chicago, no. Seattle, y'all play the Rams. A little interesting, but I doubt to start the year they'll be that bad. Vegas, no. I guess Commanders are now my backup to the Saints. Still a lot of kickers on the board. They might take kickers instead. Who's available? I would probably take a kicker right now instead of defense. Genuinely, if I was them. I know it helps me for them to do that. Although if he takes a kicker, then he should probably take a defense because he knows I'm not going to take a kicker. All right, so defense, I will take the Saints. Running back, give me Roshan Johnson. And we got the team, but let's see how this draft ends. Let's see how the draft ends. I guess while we wait, because these picks take forever, let's take a look at my team. Quarterback, Justin Fields. Running backs are Aaron Jones and Alexander Madison. Wide receivers, Justin Jefferson, Chris Olave. Pat Freiermuth at tight end. My flexes are Jalen Waddle, Brandon Ayuk. I did get Justin Tucker. Got the best kicker in the NFL. Saints defense, if you look at how they start, Tennessee, Carolina, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, New England, Houston. It's not till Jags where I get really concerned. So I like the idea of that. I got Jordan Addison. Always have a rookie wide receiver. Last 3 years I had Jefferson, then Chase, then Olave. This year I'm getting Addison. Anthony Richardson as my backup. Samaje Perine at my running back. If Javonte Williams is eased into the offense, that's going to be good to start. Luke Musgrave, I think he's so needed in Green Bay. I think he's going to get a lot of volume. And then Roshan Johnson is already working with the running backs, with the first team offense. look for him to be way better than people expect. But that's the team. Definitely carried by the wide receivers. Definitely carried by the wide receivers. Jake Elliott, Tyler Bass, stashing Jameson Williams. I don't hate. I'm stashing. I guess Roshan Johnson, but that's more development than like health or suspension, I should say. Curious to see who the last pick is going to be. Oh, it's going to be a kicker, so it's not interesting. The last one of note is going to end up being this next pick. This is the last person who's drafted that's not going to be a kicker for these last two teams. Let's scan around. Let's see if I can find the worst pick. Worst pick, I don't like Jonathan Taylor this high. He's going to be missing 4 games for sure. And then he's going to be playing with Anthony Richardson, who's going to be stealing some goal line stuff and some rushing from him. So I definitely don't like that pick. Goddard being your next pick after taking Hawkinson is weird to me, especially when you draft another tight end later. Favorite picks? Darren Waller down here. He's going to get a lot of volume, so that's a good one. Trevor Lawrence in the 7th is pretty good. Let's see. Who took Kirk? Oh, that's about where Kirk should go. I don't like the Isaiah Pacheco pick. I doubt he does much. Kamara stash is probably pretty good play. Let's see. I don't like doubling up on Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. You're doubling up on 2 Tampa Bay wide receivers who are going to get thrown the ball from Baker Mayfield. I don't love that idea. Maybe one has a good season, but I doubt both. What was the other one? There's another. Oh, Deebo Samuel this high I don't quite get. Finishes wide receiver 35 last year. I got the better San Francisco wide receiver with Brandon Ayuk, who finishes 15 last year. We're going to see. Yeah. Chigo went. I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but Chigo went. We'll see. Final pick that's not going to be a kicker. Let's see who it is. He might have just dipped. But my favorite pick that I was able to get, I actually don't love any of my picks, if I'm being honest. There's not like one where I'm like, oh, I got a steal here. I was kind of forced into some stuff. I was super glad Aaron Jones fell. I guess being this guy doesn't have a kicker. Auto pick gave him 4 tight ends. What is this? Hold on. Oh, you guys can't even see it. Hold on. What is going on right here? What's happening? Darren Waller, great pick. Okay, Higbee, that's probably a decent backup tight end. Why have 3 tight ends? Why have 4 tight ends and no kicker? What's that about? That's weird. It started off good with auto pick. I was like, okay, Kupp, Saquon Barkley, that's pretty good. Okay, Smith, Metcalf. All right, I get it. I get the reasoning here. Darren Waller, love that as a tight end for you. Miles Sanders, I bet he doesn't do as good as people think. Kirk Cousins, okay, good. Late quarterback to target. Dalvin Cook, I don't like. Brandon Cooks, I don't like. Kadarius Toney, I don't like. Bills defense, okay. Rashad Penny, that late I think is good value, and then just 3 straight tight ends. What happened? But that's the draft. So let's go ahead and let's back out of here. My team. Like I said, Justin Fields, Aaron Jones, Alexander Madison, Justin Jefferson, Jalen Waddle, Pat Freiermuth, Chris Olave, Brandon Ayuk, Justin Tucker, Saints. That's my starting team. Anthony Richardson on the bench, Roshan Johnson, Samaje Perine, Jordan Addison, Luke Musgrave. I bet partway through the season, I end up trading one of my quarterbacks to upgrade my running back position. I bet. Oh, I'm blocking it again. So let's run that back then. So Justin Fields is my quarterback, Aaron Jones, Madison as my running backs, Jefferson, Waddle as my wide receivers, tight end is Pat Freiermuth, Olave Ayuk as my flexes, kickers Justin Tucker, Saints is the defense. That's That's the starting lineup. And then we got Anthony Richardson on the bench, Roshan Johnson, Samaje Perine on the bench, Jordan Addison, Luke Musgrave. Like I said, I bet I trade one of my quarterbacks along with a wide receiver to upgrade my running back position midway through the season. Bump Jordan Addison in maybe. Luke Musgrave, I could imagine myself making that tight end switch at some point. I bet he gets the volume to be really good in fantasy. I wish I could see. Can I see matchups yet? Can I see like my week 1 matchup? But I do like my team. I don't love it because I usually like to be more like have better running backs, but it didn't fall that way for me. Oh wait, now I have matchups. So I matched up against Team 32 Stats. Here we go. So week 1, this is who I'm going up against. Fields versus Lawrence versus Green Bay versus Indy. I bet they both go off. Fields against Green Bay, I bet he runs a lot. I bet he does pretty well. Aaron Jones, I bet he does well. Madison versus Tampa Bay. I'm going to think he's going to go off. Justin Jefferson, it doesn't matter where he goes, he's going to go off. Waddle versus the Chargers. He's going to get some numbers. Freiermuth against San Francisco actually is concerning. I might. I don't know. Chris Olave. Oh, Chris Olave over Khalil Herbert for sure. Brandon Ayuk over Dallas Goedert for sure. I bet he switches out with somebody. I bet he puts in like James Cook. Justin Tucker, obviously over Butker. And he doesn't even have a defense. How do you not have a defense? But I bet I take week 1, if I'm being honest. I like the look of it. I bet I take week 1. Tempted to switch out Freiermuth for Musgrave already, but we'll see. I'll play it safe. And I'll keep him in. But that's going to be the play. We'll start looking down later. But yeah, running wide receiver heavy team. We'll see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and do it. We've been growing we've been going at a pretty good state right now. Pretty good pace right now, so keep that going. Go ahead and give this a like. I will be editing up. I'll probably be editing up this video as its own video. I have another draft tomorrow at, I want to say 1 p.m. Let's see. 1 p.m. Central Time. I have the 8th. I'm the 8th draft slot in that one, so that's going to be that team's going to be so different. I bet that's a more running back built team. But check that out tomorrow. That'll probably be edited up into his own video. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Always appreciate anyone who checks any of this out.